Hello, everybody. Dark Matter here with another exciting episode. I don't know how exciting it's going to be, but we're going to find out. All right. Well, today we're going to try something new. I don't know if it's going to work out or not. We ain't never done it. But what we're going to attempt to do is we're going to make one ourselves, one of those old-fashioned hillbilly style corncob pipes, and we're going to do it old school backwoods engineering type. All right, so stick around. All right, first of all, let's show you. I got a piece of mullein. All right, it's fresh. I just went and got it. I found it. I cut it, and here it is. It's all right. Well, I got the outside fairly cleaned up. Got most of the Akis off it. I am worried about this one little split right here, but worst comes worst, I can cut it off. We'll just have a shorter stem on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this coat hanger here. I bent and onto as straight of a line as I could and put a little handle on the end of it so I had something to hang on to. I'm going to try to get down and drill out all of this pissy center without splitting this side of the wood, okay? So I got to be real careful. All right, stick around. I'll be back. All right, guys, I got the, you probably, yeah, there you go. See, I got it all hollow. I did catch a couple little holes in the side of it, though. I don't know if I'd use mullein if you were going to really make one. Well, I don't know. I guess if you had a bunch of it and you could do them over and over again. I'm going to use wood glue and try to fill these holes up. And I'm going to paint the whole outside of it with it anyway. All right. I got it all covered in wood glue there. You can probably see it. Probably not well, but you can see the difference. Okay, down here you can see it. All right, I didn't do this down here because I had to have a place to hold on to it at. Now we're going to let this dry. When it dries, it will be clear. It'll turn clear and it'll look just like this again. It'll look green again like the mullein. Now the mullein will dry, and when it dries, it'll turn a brownish color. All right, and it'll look like a piece of wood. We're going to let that dry up, guys, and as soon as it's dry, I'll be back, and we'll move on from there. We'll move on to the bowl piece, the corncob part of it, and we'll get that put together. What do you say? All right, stick around. All right, while we're waiting for that to dry, I suppose we could get to work on this. Ooh, look, see it's splitting. Yep, I split it. Son of a crap. Okay, so I ruined the first one. I cut a new one. I threw it in the oven and I dried it out as much as I could without burning it. As you can see, it's starting to burn. So we're gonna try again. See what happens. All right, I'm gonna drill this out, and I'm still waiting on the stem to dry, and we'll get to it. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, we got the hole drilled out, so I may make it a little bit bigger. I think I probably ought to make it just a little bit wider, but it's drilled out. We're going to probably try to ream it out a little bit more, but you definitely want to dry this thing out, all right, because once it dries out, it gets harder than it is if it's not dried out. Definitely dry it out. That's tip number one that I learned from doing this, okay? Like I said, I've never, ever made one of these in my entire life. All right. Let's about the best I'm going to get it. Got it all cleaned up. I did sand down the sides a little bit. And top a little bit. And the bottom a little bit. Probably could do a little bit more on that. But, alright guys. I got it sanded up. It looks pretty good. And I drew out the hole. Alright, I took the stem down. It's dry to the touch, but it's not quite dry yet. It's still got some drying to do. But, I'm going to attempt to drill a hole in this. And I'm going to be real careful. There we go. And like I said, this still ain't dry. This stem still ain't dry, but you can look in there. I think you might be able to see the where the stem is at. It's right at the very bottom there. And we got to glue it up in there though, okay? So let's pull it back out. And get the white glue. Okay, get the white glue on there. Alright, we're just going to use a little bit to begin with. And we're just going to spin it around like that. We'll push it right in there like that. Get it all in place. Alright. It's in place in there. Can you see it? Alright. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Let's get some glue down here on this part of it. Okay. Alright. Okay, the build's done pretty much. I'm waiting for the stem to dry and whatnot. But I figured this would be a good challenge video. Alright, so I'm going to call out some of my new friends. One of my old friends. And let's see what you got. Alright, show me what you're working with. Number 1, ESCAGEDO woodworking. Buddy, you've been challenged. Person number 2, Shogun-jimi. Shogun-jimi. Jimmy, you've been challenged. Show me what you're working with. Number 3, Kinderhook woodworking. Kinderhook, buddy. I hate to do it to you, bud, but you've been challenged. Show me what you're working with. Number 4, the Monkey Man. Really Big Monkey 1. Really Big Monkey 1, you've been challenged. Monkey Man, show me what you're working with. Alright, that's the people I've challenged. It's up to you whether you accept my challenge or not. No pressure. If this small build is too tough for you, I'll understand. This is Dark Matter, and I'm out.